Alright, what's going on, fellow gamerheads, anime nerds, and renegades? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Raven37 Actual, and I don't know, you guys. I do know you guys asked me to do it. Well, I said that I wanted to do it and that I was hesitant to do it, and you guys said go ahead. So here we are. Today we're going to be covering the trilogy of Money Game. It's a series that I feel like might be even more relevant now than when it was created. It was extremely relevant when I first heard it, and I feel like some of the messages in these songs are, like I said, even more relevant now in 2025. And so we're just gonna take a look at the songs. I'm gonna react to them, give my input here and there. I don't uh I don't want to get too political about anything, but I do feel like there are certain points that Ren touches on in these songs that definitely speak to how we're living as a society today. So we're gonna take a look at the songs. I've been droning on for a minute now. We're gonna go ahead and get it started. But here is Ren Money Game, and you may notice that I'm 12 seconds into the song, and that's for a specific reason, and that's just because I want to say this. I don't know where my audience is from, my subscribers are from. A lot of you guys may be from overseas. Some of you guys may be based here in the United States. This is to everybody. No matter what no matter what side of the aisle you happen to stand on, that doesn't matter to me. Just you as a person, that's what matters to me. And as people, I think we all can agree that it's
Strange time we're living in, war can put fear in. Hierarchy parties, they make us feel inferior. Greed runs through parliament interiors. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. Eerie theory, strife, fearing, weary minded men when we're clearly living in dictatorships. Nearly blinded by illusions to choose who's fooling who. A ball chained to your shoes on pain. It's a crying shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lights a flame that makes greed a game that lets this whole war burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns. But money was invented for trade, but now those bits of paper twist hearts, make slaves, turns a saint into a sinner, a child into a killer. His finger on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 rain. A storm it comes our way, and those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game. Stop.
alright. I will do that. Just to reiterate what he said, it's crazy to think about how these scraps of paper that were once used as, you know, as a replacement for the barter system, just as a element of trade, all of a sudden became this thing that will make people do really crazy things. Twist hearts, make slaves, turn a saint into a sinner, a child into a killer. Like those things happen every day, and they happen why? Because folks hungry, because folks have, because folks don't have, because folks need, and so they turn to, well, if I can't get it, then I'm gonna have to take it. Or it's a system that perpetuates living in a constant state of anxiety just because it costs money to live. And I'm gonna let y'all marinate on that. We're gonna continue.
Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas to keep us separate, when they make us believe that everybody is coming to terrorize you in the streets. They say badly through gritted teeth, that's my right to hate, that's freedom of speech. But when did freedom become a reason to hate? A way to justify a racist slur or insult we make? There's an irony in freedom, cause us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered the murder that savages colonized all of the rest. That's called hypocrisy. Preach a certain value that you never keep yourselves. Your country was in flames, you denigrate yourselves in a second. Still you spit your venom, demonizing immigrants when really you're the immigrant, cause all of us are immigrants or descended from immigrants. Irony is imminent, I'll shed the light on immigrants. America was colonized by Britain. Britain, it was colonized by Rome, and also colonized by the Saxons. They were German, by the way. You know how people throw shade upon the Germans because of history's pain, and yet we made the same mistakes all again. Demonize a whole people, Jewish or Muslim, the same and the same. Old situations play on repeat, the same old TV shows repeat. Yeah, we worship the bleak, our opinions aren't our own, and we follow like sheep. There's no left, there's no right, in the middle we sleep.
That's exactly what I was trying to allude to at the beginning of this video, and I just messed it up. But I really don't like this system of the aisle and having to stand on one side of the aisle or the other, because it pits us all against each other for absolutely no reason other than a choice, other than our opinion based on the facts presented to us. And it's legit hate. Where I live and where a lot of you live is legitimate. Like, it goes beyond dislike. When you draw that line, that political sort of, I stand on this side, you stand on that side, it creates divisions, even within families. Like, that shit is thicker than blood, and it's sad to see, but is steeped in, like he said, in these ideals that they're out to get us. They're out to get us, and they're coming to do this. And it used to be they're taking our jobs, and now we're getting rid of all the people. And now it's this crazy thing where it's not enough people to do the jobs, and it's just such a weird juxtaposition to how we were just a little bit ago. It's so crazy to think that, like, a lot of things that are currently happening, like, if you think about it, like 6 or 7 years ago, if it would have been said are going on, like, it would only have probably been considered satire, and that's saying something. So, like, just the fact that, you know, our opinions on our own, and we follow like sheep, because, like, that's pretty much what the system forces you to do. It forces you to pick a side, and then it's us against them. And so our ideas really aren't our own, because they're formed by our environment and the input that we receive on a daily basis. And so we begin to develop disdain for those who don't agree with our opinion, and it's just our singular opinion. That's just the thing. Every individual person is going to have an individual opinion. So making all these groups of people be either this or that is extremely reductive and counterintuitive, in my opinion. But we're going to continue. Sorry for the rant.
Rain, 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 a storm it comes our way, and those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we'd like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game.
right, just out of curiosity, I'm sorry to keep pausing, but I just gotta ask. The first time y'all saw this, when he did that, did you assume? I assumed he was like shanking that dude or like choking him out or like doing some sort of torture because he took the guitar, then he like tilted his chair back, and because he just drew like the face on his paper bag, it always made me wonder like because Ren doesn't do anything without a meaning, and so I'm like, what could the meaning behind that gesture mean? Like and one idea I was kind of throwing around was that you know we get tossed around these ideas that, oh, they're killing us, they're coming over here, they're killing us, they're doing this, and then it's pulled, the reveal is pulled back, and it's just a goofy face drawn on the mask, and it's just like kind of a gotcha moment because it's not really the case. I don't know if that's what it means. Like I said, his music and his artistry is just all so thought provoking that it makes you wonder like what every single thing he does means. And I definitely thought he was torturing that guy when he tilted that chair back. Let me know in the comments if you thought so as well. We shall continue.
This old money game.
And he stops and he thinks about it. This isn't right. And it's almost like this moment of realization. Fuck it. Because we got to point blame. It's easier to blame and point the mirror at ourselves because we all part of this money game. It's like he's saying I'm a part of it too and shit. Can't get rid of them or get rid of the system without getting rid of the cogs. But man, this shit is intense. Lord have mercy. Okay. Yep. Okay. One down. Two to go. But yeah. Just the points to recap that song. The points he made, were super relevant to like what I feel like is going on in economical climate in America right now, and just the political climate in America right now is very much us versus them mentality. And it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things happening really, really fast that I don't think many of us we're so unprepared for it that we're unable to accept the reality of it to a certain degree. I mean, it's happening right before our eyes, but at the same time, it's like you can't believe that it's actually happening. And then with the constant spreading of misinformation and misdirection and all to bolster private interests that are essentially just the top 0.000.1% of the population is a money game. And if you're not in that 0.0001%, then you're not winning. I'm not winning. Are you winning in the money game? Cause I'm definitely not winning. Y'all let me know in the comments if you win. If you win it, big ups to you. I want to get like you one day when I grow up, but I'm not winning. That's why I'm streaming right now. But yeah, we're gonna go to Money Game Part 2.
Strange time we're living in, panic and hysteria. Poor man learn, the rich man don't care for your narcissist mindset spread like malaria. Sit back and watch the show. America, Britain split through fickle shit. A government of hypocrites. These counterfeit politicians sit in parliament, not adequate. Come on. Needlessly bleeding, resources all dry. Turn a blind eye if it means a pay rise. Oh, what a shame it would be, I would die if number 10 Downing Street burned in a fire. Only joking, only messing, don't be stressing. I'm a peaceful adolescent, there's no need to be unpleasant. Write my thesis in a rhyme scheme to analyze the brain while my fingers on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 a storm it comes our way. And no surprise to distorted lies, poison in the veins, but we died upon the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game. This old money.
The subliminals are going crazy. Panic. You seeing people getting beat in the streets and stuff like that, and it's almost like you're used to seeing it, and that's the most disturbing part. Is that it feels familiar. Tell me that's not creepy as shit. The panic, hysteria, they're coming to get us. This is, man, is reminiscent of that feeling of constant dread that he referred to in Chalk Outlines. It's just like it everything you see. Like, that's why I don't even watch the news, bro. Like, I don't even watch the news. I do pay attention to certain news outlets on like streaming platforms like YouTube and stuff like that, but I'm very selective about what information I take in, and I'm very adamant about making sure I look at sources from both sides of whatever issue is going on, so I could try to give myself as full a picture as I can and just operate like that, because there's just so much misinformation out there now that the best you can do is be well informed yourself and make your own justified decisions. No matter who you are, no matter what your beliefs are, I believe we can all agree that, you know, being as educated as possible and making your own educated opinions is the best thing you could do for yourself and for all of us as a community, as humankind. Sorry for the rant. I love you guys.
This old money game. This old money is a game and the ladder we climb turns a saint into a sinner with his fingering crime. I'll break it down for you motherfuckers line by line.
Okay.
This is business economics in a nursery rhyme.
Let's go.
She sells seashells on a seashore, but the value of these shells will fall due to the laws of supply and demand. No one wants to buy shells because there's loads on the sand. Step
Right.
one, must create a sense of scarcity. Shells will sell much better if the people think they're rare, you see. Bear with me, take as many shells as you can find and hide them on an island. Stockpile them high until they're rarer than a diamond. Step two, gotta make the people think that they want them, really fucking want them. Hit them like Bronson. Influencers, product placement, featured primetime entertainment. If you haven't got a shell, then you're just a fucking waste man. Free, it's monopoly. Invest inside some property. Start a corporation, make a logo, do it properly. Shells must sell, that will be a new philosophy. Swallow all your morals, they're a poor man's quality. 4. Expand, expand, expand. Clear forest, make land, fresh blood on hands. 5. Why just shells? Why limit yourself? She sells seashells, sell oil as well. 6. Guns, sell stock, sell diamonds. diamonds, sell rocks, sell water to a fish, sell the time to a clock, sell press on the gas, take your foot off the brakes. Then want to be the president of the United States. Hey, big smile, make big wave, that's great. Now the truth is overrated, tell lies out the gate. 9, polarize the people, controversy is the game. It don't matter if they hate you, if they all say your name. 10, the world is yours. Step out on the stage to a round of applause. You're a liar, cheat, a devil, a whore, and you sell seashells on the seashore. Rain, 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 a storm it comes our way.
Bro, the first time I heard that analogy, I was mind blown, because he took a childhood nursery rhyme and then accurately explained how to corner a market and start a monopoly. And it was insane. And it was so comprehensive. And literally, it was step by step how you do that shit. Like, for real, for real. Create a sense of scarcity. Make everybody think they have to have it. Limit the supply. Raise the price. Sell high, buy low. Like, that's capitalism in a nutshell. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not a huge proponent of capitalism. I do understand that things cost money. Like I said, it costs money to live. And so I do understand the value of having money and making money. However, I can say wholeheartedly that I feel like capitalism is probably the worst part of us as like a human society, because people are always going to have, and people are always going to have not, as long as your status is based off of the amount of wealth you can accumulate. I mean, it's almost like reminiscent of a bourgeoisie and an impoverished society. You know what I mean? Like, so it's that sort of thing. Is definitely that sort of wealth gap concern and just economics as a whole. Like, I don't know what's best. I'm not gonna sit here and profess to y'all like, oh yeah, we should be this or we should be that. But I just feel like capitalism, it makes us feed into one of those 7 deadly sins that he remarked on in my previous reaction, and that's greed. And that's all I really say about that. But I mean, capitalism definitely does breed greed, and so I don't really consider myself a proponent of it. But that's just my own personal opinion. It's okay if you disagree. Still love you.
And no surprise to distorted lies, poison in the veins, but we die upon the blame. It's easier to blame. We point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game. This old money game.
Got Scrooge McDuck just swimming in his money, more money than he could ever need. It's such a caricature, but it's so accurate that it makes what would be something funny back in the day something incredibly unfortunate and sad. It's crazy and powerful. We got one more to go. Y'all just bear with me. It's 9 minutes and 19 seconds. I'm going to try to keep the commentary to a minimum, but here we go. Last round. Money Game Part 3. Hope y'all ready. I'm ready. This man can literally do everything. Okay, I thought that was actually Ren playing. I have heard this song before, but it's just on my playlist. I've never actually seen the video. Sam and Ren video. Okay, so we got the hooded guy from the chair back, but he's playing the piano now. Time's up, buddy. I swear his videos be like watching a movie, bro. It was him. Okay, cool. He literally can do everything.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns that truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket.
I mean, sounds like Jimmy had a blessed life to begin with. But it seemed like his dad instilled in him at a very young age. It's never enough. He's always telling him, like, don't think that you won. You ain't even in second place. You a servant. And, you know, like, dude, he sold a computer company when he was 15 or 16. He was basically a millionaire. He was straight. At that point, he could have took care of himself. But that never enough attitude, man. That shit's a killer. Say that shit one more time for the people in the back. That shit is a killer. Gotta have more, man.
From the po-po inside of his pocket. 35, he gets the call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack, I'm sorry, he's gone.
Damn.
36, getting pissed up, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion. Heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck.
How do they be doing that shit, getting all them people in place?
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly, 43 never running round the pavements of his city, 44 inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Call the music.
Facts.
This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy. Community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution? Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive. We're parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface and consume till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise.
It's kind of hard to focus on the lyrics with him waving that gun around. I know it's fake, but still. I ain't never seen this shit before. The homie waving the damn gun around. This shit fucking with me. I ain't gonna lie.
45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants. He is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father. It's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
Dang. You know, like, that story in itself told itself. So I don't think I need to really add much onto it. It's just the feel, the need that to feed I don't mean for all this to rhyme, but the need to feed the greed, it ended Jimmy. It turned him from a young kid with a brilliant future into a crippled man with a 45 in his hand. So, that being said, I'm going to just leave y'all with this. And it's a line from a movie about a strip club. But it still rings true today to me, and I hope it rings true to you. But, man, just make the money. Don't let the money make you. But if you made it this far in the video, I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe. Tune in for the next Ren reaction or anime or manga or video game reaction that I do. But for now, I'm going to wish you guys a safe, happy, healthy morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is when you're seeing this. And I catch all of y'all on the next one. Let me know if y'all like the video down in the comments and keep on with the recommendation. Y'all stay safe, stay frosty. I catch you on the flip side. Actual out.